haven't seen a lot lately. A lot, to be honest. I think it's gonna be map dependent. You're gonna see Ryan Zarya with Lucio. You're gonna see Orisa Hog, Winston Diva, and Hammond Diva. Then sometimes you will also notice that teams that will play Winston Hammond, which is not as good, because you have more damage, like instant damage. And once that instant damage is gone, that's all. That's it. Your Winston is dead. Game volume is a bit high. Okay, I'll lower game volume. There we go. Should be better. Let me know if it's still too loud. Optimum mic volume, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Should be better now. Oh. There we go. So right now you see Hammond Orisa, that's fine actually. It's a bit weird to play Hammond with Genji though. Tyler, how you doing, man? I saw that you worked with Team Sweden. How was that experience? What DPS and supports? The DPS depends on what comp you play. For example, if you play more Reinhardt, you can go McCree, you can go not that good, but you can go Soldier, you can go Junkrat, like everything works. The best DPS is probably gonna be Hanzo Mei, or like Hanzo combined with maybe McCree or something else. Supports Lucio, Lucio Zen, Lucio Ana. Not as much BAP. BAP is very good if you're facing double sniper, I think, because of the immortality field. Other than that, I think that's also, how to say, dependent on what you're playing. Like if you're playing a dive comp, you don't really want BAP with dive, right? You want Ana, you want a Zen. If you're playing Fire Mercy, obviously you need a Lucio for the second support. You can even run Brig if you want to. And then if you're facing dive, you're gonna see the Brig coming in, because she's really good versus dive because of her whip. Ricky on Mei, by the way. This is Ricky from Clockwork Vendetta. Isn't he regarded as one of the best Meis in EU? Is there only one lobby today? Yeah, there's only one lobby today. We might have two lobbies later though, when there's more people. A lot more people are coming in for the second block. Time was coming in, I think. On second block, Harry Hook seemed to be in for the first one. I'm not sure though. It was interesting for sure, and a good experience for me personally. I wish I could have been there with them during the bootcamp. And of course went to LA, but yeah, definitely things that could have been different, but overall good experience for myself at least. That's nice. That's good. That's good. I hope you're gonna apply for next year as well for GM. Another thing I've noticed on PTR is that you've seen that how to say, you've seen that if you have a BAP against you and you're playing Genji with Ana, it's fine to switch to Mercy with Ana. So you run Ana, Mercy, Genji, and then you nano boost and damage, how to say, damage amplify the Genji blade in order to slice the mortality field in one slice. And that way you can just counter any BAP comp, any bunker comp with Genji, even with Genji, I mean. He might not be the best counter, but he's gonna be really viable. Let's see. Do we have any more lobbies? Not sure. We have... Bunny is in. Yeah, that's good. Necessary. So Nano Blade one-shots immortality only if you, how to say, boost with Mercy as well. That way you get the 200 damage. Otherwise you need 2 slices. So the way you can do it, it's a bit, how to say, it requires some setup, or like, how to say, it's like very complicated, but to execute it. But you need to slice the mortality field, and then the rest of the slice goes on the enemies. So that's how you can still kill the enemies without needing that extra slice just for the mortality field. And Hog is a really good counter now for Orisa comps in general. Because of the shield. Then Orisa Sigma, for example, gets deleted by Hog Orisa. Just from the hook and the shield spam. What else? You have Ryan comps in general as well. Whole Hog counters Reinhardt, but that's just 1-to-1 counter. Let's see what KSP does. Yeah, they have full vision on him. Whoa. What is this grab? Interesting grab. I'm glad we see more Zarya, because I feel like Zarya has been neglected by Orisa and Reinhardt. Fully understand why it's been neglected though, because, or why she has been neglected, because you're not running Lucio all the time, and if you do run Lucio, and you run, let's say, Ryan Zarya, it's not the same as playing Ryan Orisa, which have like recently been playing for like months, and you already know positioning and everything for her. So it's just more comfortable to run Orisa sometimes for them right now. It's gonna change drastically though. Okay, Ricky's out in the open. He's dead here. He's 100% dead. Whoa! Leaf killed Ricky. Almost got a cancel on Mayalt there too. That's a good Mayalt by Ricky. Leaf saved him completely there. And yeah, more May. I mean, it's kind of given that if Ricky is in the game and May is viable, he's gonna be on May. There's no doubt. It's like, isn't it Engineer who's like the Torb player? Same thing there is. If Engineer is in the game, he's gonna be on Torb. We had Cameron. I think he's a one-trick Orisa player, right now at least. He was playing a lot of Reinhardt, and he did really good on Reinhardt. He was one of the most aggressive Reinhardt in the PTR pack so far. And that's how you play him right now. Like you like if you want to run him with Orisa, man, you gotta go in. And I noticed that some of the resident Ryan players, I guess that's what you say, like local Ryan players, that's what I mean. They still play as you do on live, which is like passive. Use the shield more. J. Caro here, not even utilizing any swings. Or fire strike. Okay. What do you nano? I think you nano ball. Or Ryan. Yo, what's up, Veritas? How you doing, man? Oh. Yeah. He just went in alone. So I think for blue team here, they just didn't have any good win conditions with the nano. It's a bit difficult to run Ryan Hammond, Hanzo May. Hanzo May is good. But maybe not on this type of how to say it, this open of a map. Like if you're talking King's Row, that's a different story. He's blocking off himself there. Do you see what I mean? Like that was he was alone there, but if you're playing Reinhardt slow now, like you're using shield way too much, then shield is just gonna get deleted. and you're gonna end up in a spot where one shoots from the side and one from the front, and maybe one from the back, whatever. I'm sure you've already answered this, but why are we seeing so much double main tank? I think it's just because it's I'm 99% sure that it's just because it's EU players. They just haven't played D.Va, they haven't played Zarya. They don't like new things, they don't like change, it's normal. That's a lot of people don't like change. So, for example, Hammond with Ball here, I don't condone it. If you're gonna run Orisa, run maybe like Hoggo or D.Va. Happy Cool being on Roadhog is really important here for the blue team. Are there not a lot of EU main tanks? No, that's the thing. There's a lot of EU main tanks. Last couple of days we've only had main tanks, so they've kind of just practiced or played main tank or like double main tank. Even Numlocked, for example, he put out a tweet just recently where he thinks that Orisa Reinhardt is heavily overrated, like heavily. So heavy that the combo has its own gravity. What's up, Negan? Mayhem just announced Cookie head coach. Oh, that's good. That's gonna be really big. What about off tanks? Well, Happy Cool and Cao, they're off tank players. I don't know what Cao is on the ball, but you kind of play whatever. Right now, I feel like you should be on D.Va, if anything. Or Crooks. I don't know who Crooks is, but he should maybe consider something else than Orisa. Like he could go D.Va. The root to the issue might be that no one wants to play D.Va. She's not the most engaging hero. For pro players, at least. But then, again, you play Orisa. What are your thoughts on Orisa in the upcoming patch? I think... no, D.Va. I think D.Va is... she's back in meta. But she's more like... situational depending on the comp you're facing. For example, here, red team, they could really make use of D.Va. They have Hanzo against them, they have Pharah against them, they have Bap spam, Hog. There's only, like, everything D.Va does counters the red team. Well, that's what I feel, at least. And D.Va is pretty good as well with the reduced matrix. So now you can go for the eat against how to say chip damage, and still be ready for what is called Grav Eats or Mei ult or Hanzo ult or whatever. I just think the players need to get used to her, because it's sort of like going back to Tracer after never playing Tracer for like 6 months. You're not gonna do the same things you do as when you're like at your like highest level of Tracer play, because it's so mechanically demanding. Now it's not the same with D.Va. It's more about game sense with D.Va than mechanics. Also, my eyes for this block don't want to be to steal a spectre slot. Oh no, I saw. That's really good of you. Yeah, there's almost a full slot here. Oof. So now Crook switching to ball. Cao to D.Va, finally going D.Va. It's like Cao is listening to the stream. He's like, you gotta pick, you gotta pick. I'm gonna do this. Let's see what he does. What is he doing? It feels like this must be a communication. Must be communication because he's feeling so lost when he walks up the point. And there's like a magnet drawing him back to the choke. Are you free to hop in voice for a moment to check comms? Which team? Which team? Well, how do you mean check comms? Like
Now entering.
oh, you can. Okay. I thought you meant like how do you say check them as like are they good, are they bad type of stuff. So I didn't know. Yo, what's up, Kurama? How you doing, man? Oh, finally. Ryan Zarya.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds. We all have our jobs to do.
Hopefully. Come on, Sao. Please. Please do this for Numlock. Blue team running a Winston here. You're betting pretty much everything around push, pull. No, pull, push with punch. Well, pull, punch. And then you have Winston zapping. He's supposed to be zapping in the choke. He's sitting by statue, which is pretty questionable.
4, 3, 2,
You have no info where they're going from, and yeah, if you turn and like face enemies, you're only getting the tanks. You want to get everyone. Luckily, they're checking corners. Oh no, they're not. He could be sitting on the left side. Apical deleted. That's cool. He found out 45 is an ability now, I think. So yeah, what you do as Winston now, you can't really do much. And there's Dani. Okay, if it wasn't for KSB, Dani would have had free space. Now, if you focus the Winston, don't shoot the ball. Ah, come on, I'm locked. Winston is so free to kill. It's fine off a red team. Milkman is still building up Primal. Munkmara, he has 75% to ult. Zetor, sitting on 30% there. Whoa. Yeah, let Daniel do that, man. How you doing? I'm pretty good, Kurama. How you doing, man? You have a dive set up here. If they scout the dive, how would they scout? Well, Hanzo arrow. Then it would stop it completely. So, why keep forcing point and not play anti-dive with an anti-dive comp? You have everything in your comp revolving around stopping the dive. The idea main tank players in EU Pro Pugs agreed on is basically that Winston is very hard to play in almost all situations. Well, I wouldn't say all situations. Right here, he has always been bad on King's Row. Like, he has been bad since he was released because of the map. Like, there's no roofs to slide on, for example. So, if you jump somewhere, you're gonna land there, and you pop bubble, your bubble will break before your jump is back on online, so to say. Compared to if you run him on Dorado, where you can slide on the roofs. Like, you can slide and delay the jump, and then you can easily get out. But yeah, I know that. Oh yeah, consensus. Yeah, that makes more sense. I know some players, or main tank players, they're not used to playing Winston, so they just, you know, feed if they play him. Their opinion will change when players like XQC or Fisher or whoever else, you know, starts playing Winston. Winston is dead? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I think Orisa is more than dead than Winston. Nice switch to McCree by Danya. I feel like it's too early to say how to say that some dive characters are dead, for example, because some characters that are dead for sure are Sigma and Orisa because they were targeted in the patch, right? For example, Ball plus Winston is more, it's like situational, like you say. It's viable, but it's situational because you don't always need the hard engage that they bring. And same thing with Brig. Like if you're facing snipers as Brig, you don't really need her. Let's see the flank from Hefko. Ooh, Price Spear. I don't think you can stop the payload. Whoa. KSP kills everyone. Okay. Okay. I guess you can stop the payload. If your Widow just carries you. Nice. Yeah, he's nasty at the spider. But then also, I don't know how much of that is because of bad scouting and not searching for the Widow and like playing around her. Will Sigma have much play in the new meta? Not that much. He will be very, very situational. He would be like... I see him as an alternative to Reinhardt in ranked. Now this is only for ranked, not in pro play. He's an alternative for Rein where you don't want Rein because you maybe don't like him, you don't want to play him, you're bad at him, you're better at Sigma. Like that's how I see him now. But in pro play it's still up to see because I can see D.Va and Sigma being... how to say, the tanks for Bastion comp, because you don't rely on shields as much as, anymore, and instead you would be relying on, let's say, how to say, Matrix and Kinder Grasp. Could even run Ryan Sigma for the Bastion comp, but overall I think Heat or Grasp and Matrix is gonna be the like key for that comp. Is Pirate Ship dead as a comp? Pretty much, yeah. Will Double Shield still have a place in terms of denying snipers and stronger sniper maps? Not really. No. I wouldn't say so.
Now entering. Ready.
We're streaming in the day again? Oh yeah, we're streaming in the day. We've been doing it for a while now. We're doing daytime streams, or how to say, evening streams at least. I fear the new patch, but in a good way. That's good. Getting out of your comfort zone with Tracer, Genji, Widow, McCree. But yeah, about double shield, I don't think double shield is going to be a thing because it's so easy to counter double shield now. If you're defending, for example, you think, okay, they're going to play snipers. Well, attackers just have to switch the DPS then, and you're screwed. But if you're attacking and the enemies have double snipers,
5, 4.
you still struggle with flanks. And you can't sustain long enough with the shields, I feel like. Who's a hero you cannot see being played at all this patch?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That would be Bastion. Bastion, Torb. Maybe not Torb. It depends. I think Bastion is the one who's gonna get least playtime, or Symmetra. Like, it's gonna go back to Symmetra being a pro pick. Nice. So you see, Rhino Orisa doesn't do anything here that a D.Va couldn't do. Like, why do you need the armor here? Half it could be on 1 HP, and he would still do the same thing as he does now. Compared to if he has a D.Va, he has way more impact. What about Ashe? Ashe is gonna be viable, I think, versus Ryan comps. Because you have the dynamite. And if you're playing, for example, let's say a Mercy with the Ashe, you can damage boost her or damage amplify her dynamite. And that's gonna be huge. How you doing, Hiloram? Welcome, welcome man. What do you think, some guy, about a hero that's what do you think is gonna be, how to say, the least played? It used to be Genji in Goat's meta, of course, but now let's see Danya. This is where Widow struggles. Oh, let me show you about. Oh, whoa. Oh yeah, you see there, Zeal just destroying the immortality field and then everyone else. So there's no point in running BAP even. Not Zytro, Zeal. Yeah, Zeal destroying Zytro's immortality field. I don't think BAP is good anymore unless you're facing double snipers. In maps that have really strong flanks for the snipers. Because you stop the headshots. You can challenge the snipers. With this though... Why not go Ana? Even Mercy would have more impact, to be honest. Because you have a ball that doesn't rely on, how to say, constant healing like BAP. And your Orisa, she's gonna get melted and killed regardless. What about Moira? Moira's not necessary because Orisa doesn't want to go in melee range. So you're not gonna get use of the primary heal. Did we see some Zen already? Yeah, we've seen some Zen. Here, I think the blue team is simply forcing Ball too much. Ball Orisa is, how to say? It's not good. For example, compared to Ryan, Zarya, Mei, much stronger combo. Have you talked with any players on the use of Ryan Orisa? This team stuck on it? I think it's just, I don't know. It's like when... Have you ever had a friend who listens to the same song on repeat for like 10 months? Or like a month? 10 hours a day? That's basically blue team and red team here. I'm glad that some are experimenting. There's a lot of players experimenting. For example here, Orisa, I see so many comments on Reddit like Orisa is so strong because of Fortify. That's not true. It's because of the shield and halt. Fortify is good when you have a Ryan swinging in your face. But you see Numlock, he's not even taking damage here until Blade comes in. So if you go anything else, like literally anything else, I think you would do much better. And then switch BAP as well. But I don't dictate, you know, what they play. I don't know what the strategy is, so to say, why they pick those heroes. This is just what like my first impression is. I'm open to how to say the idea of running BAP with Lucia. It's just very defensive. It feels like they try to force the defensive playstyle, like you would have in Double Shield. Instead of going for aggressive, like you see KSP and who was it? Ricky? Yeah, Ricky, I think. Go for. I'd rather watch Orisa Sigma than Orisa Reinhardt. Yeah, you don't have to worry, Wakiki, because Orisa Reinhardt will spend the most time in spawn and not on the playfield. So you're gonna be fine. Someone on Reddit just claimed that Orisa Ryan May Reaper Lucia Moira is getting played in NA Tier 2 scrims. Well, that's NA Tier 2. That's NA Tier 2. It speaks for itself. NA has always been the weakest region when it comes to creativity and strategy.
30 seconds.
Here's how it works. Okay. EU comes up with everything, right? Korea takes the best strat, regardless of where it comes from, and they make it perfect. Like, they make it the best it can become. NA,
Attackers
they want to be like cool, you know, they want to come up with their own thing, but they don't want to copy. And sometimes it's just weird. It's like the water in Las Vegas, you know, it's kind of weird. Wasn't GOATs from NA? It was, but it was weird, right? It was weird to play full tanks back then. Turns out it worked. What about China? China is all most often China is how to say very they like very how to say short fights. They love short fights, and for short fights you don't want to play slow comps. You don't want to play tanks. You want to play Genji. You want to play Ball. You want to play Winston, Diva, Widow, Tracer. You know, burst damage. That's what they like. So they tend to go for more dive. I've noticed also from one of the I think Contenders casters or Watch League casters in China, they posted how to say a picture of like comps they've played on PTR. No, this was several days ago, so it might have changed. But they mainly played dive, and that's pretty interesting.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, double sniper is viable here. It's a really good Widow map. I could see Widow becoming a permanent pick on Gibraltar, just like it was prior to GOATS meta, because of this. Danny is sitting now in spawn, 10 seconds, and then he has to walk back.
Let's get you back in the fight. I'm taking care of you. Comme c'est aimable de ta part.
Okay, Danny is back, and remember, he has to farm Blade. He needs Blade. Okay, he's dead again. So how do you counter this? Well, you have to be aggressive with the tanks. What is Tsao doing? Well, he's shooting a ball. He killed Winston as well, so that's good by Tsao. I think that's good. You could switch off the Hanzo for Tracer. Now Leaf doesn't play Tracer, I think. And then if you have a Tracer with Winston, you're back to the classic dive. You have a two-man squad. You send Winston and Tracer to the same spot, and if they come, like if they land on a target at the same time, and it's hopefully it's not a tank as well, so there's no armor, they would delete the target within a second. And then if you have this go down, half a second. Yeah, let's see, KSP, one shot. Nope, nothing. What is happening? Like, I feel like nothing's happening.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei.
There's like no action. Oh. Yeah, he messed up his primal. He still got the kill. Yeah, Chinese Overwatch is gonna be good. If you're gonna watch Overwatch, like Contenders at all, watch Chinese Contenders. You're gonna love it. Nice. Nice kill on Crooks. Killed Tsao. Yeah, good. Some light Hammond tech by Hafikal. Oh, the stagger is gonna be huge. Jacaro needs to farm his primal. Keep on going. Yeah, if he kept going, he would have been dead. Is Winston back in? Yeah, Winston is back in. He is definitely back in. Not on all maps. He's back in on dive maps.
Did that sting?
I really hope Blizzard keeps, how to say this, attitude to balance matches more. Or keeps it, because it's so good. Oh, KSP, you need to hit these shots. He might be dead. Winston should have followed the D.Va, to be honest, I think. Dragon coming out. Is double sniper mandatory now? No, I wouldn't say double sniper is mandatory. Leaf and Ricky, they're both projectile players, if I'm not wrong. So you can't really put them on Tracer or anything. And Danya was on... No, he has been on Genji the whole time, I think. When would you wanna run Winston Ball or Winston D.Va? If you're gonna play... if you're gonna play hyper aggressive on attack, I'd say Winston Ball is better than Winston D.Va. Because of the burst damage. From Pile Driver, landing with jump pack, melee, zap, and then you have a Tracer or something and a Genji. That's like instant damage. But then if you want to run a Zen or something and push payload at the same time and not play how to say super safe with the Zen, you might need a D.Va in order to keep him alive. So pick what's better in this kind of situations, dive the supports or the snipers? You need to dive the snipers, otherwise the snipers are gonna kill you. And you have enough damage to kill the snipers before... Well, supports are not gonna out-heal your damage, so you'll be fine. Same here, Mirror. I would want to see map-based comps, or like meta. Yeah, and for example, if you kill the supports, that's more... I think that's more for the long term. If you want to have a long fight, that's when you kill supports. But if you're playing, let's say, anti-dive with Orisa Hog, your only thing is like killing Winston. Or if you're playing it Pharah Mercy versus Pharah Mercy, if you kill the Winston and D.Va, you win the comp. Or how to say the fights. No, Leaf is on Tracer. Are they listening in on the stream? Yeah, there's no must-have support. Do you think with Overwatch 2 and that new game mode we will see different comps with? Oh, for sure, for sure. So, Overwatch 2, how to say? The normal game modes, they will have the same balance change, everything as normal Overwatch. So that will be the same, but the how to say, the push mode, that will be different, because when I watched Seagull play, when I watched XQC, Seagull and Fran play, there was a lot of flanks, and you know what is good for flanks? Tracer, Genji, Hammond, Winston, D.Va, Lucio, Reaper, even Junkrat. Like a lot of situational heroes. Sombra, I think Sombra would be a really good counter for Winston Hammond. It's like straight up hard counter, because you have EMP for everyone, and then you also have the hack for Winston when he goes in, or for Hammond. You could see Sombra Tracer come back in. You could have Tracer go and harass the enemy backline, contest the objective, like Soon does it, or did in Rogue. Whenever there was a payload, Soon was always on the payload. Not his own, because that's where Wins was tweeting. Oh, let's see this bomb. That's a really basic bomb, but denied a lot of space. So yeah, you could have Sombra then go for a hack, defensive hack on Genji or Winston Ball, and that fight is pretty much over then. That's what I feel. Sombra Doomfist can come back if you have a really slow enemy comp, like let's say Orisa Wrecking Ball. You counter Wrecking Ball and you set up how to say EMP combos plus hack combos with Doomfist easily. But that's a good how to say idea. J-Hunt, Sombra, just in general. We haven't seen too much Sombra, so it's been how to say kind of like a forgotten hero. Now we have Anna Zen. That's a very greedy comp, but it's fine to be greedy on this map. I still don't like the BAP. I don't see the reason in having BAP. It's like a scuffed defensive ult, I guess they want. Because you provide so little to the team until Immortality Field is necessary. No one's gonna use how to say the window either. If you're gonna be real. Like KSB, he needs a headshot. You're gonna have a disco target. You headshot the disco target, that's it. So Tri-Spear is just gonna be a heal bot. And that Widow peak, you can do that without Immortality Field too. So Mercy would be better. Anna would be better. Anna would be really good actually. Brig too. Actually Brig would be pretty nice because of the whip. Here we go. Cool. You did one shift and that's it. Oh no, KSP killed. Ricky might die here. Unless JCar bubbles, which he did. I think he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. He looked towards Leaf too much. You feel like the meta would be rock, paper, scissors until people figure out the actual meta? No, I don't think there's an actual meta. Well, I can't be, how to say, 100% sure. It's equally probable that there will be an actual meta that everyone will play every time, all maps, every day, all matches. And it's as it is, you know, how to say it, that it won't be happening. For example here, I don't see the reason in running Ball Winston on defense. Let's take a look at Tactical. What would Ball do better than D.Va? So you can go on Anna Zen, sure. But apart from that, what? Mines? Yeah, mines doesn't really matter. I want you to pay attention to the hooks. Maybe he's practicing Ball, who knows, but the grapples here, let's see. He's been looking like he's fumbling. Here. Why do you even chase a Hammond? While Danny is out killing everyone. Why not pile driver a Genji, for example? Why not go for the Zen or I don't know. Just feels so wasted, like the slot is wasted. I'm not saying he's playing him bad. It's more like it's a hero that doesn't contribute much. It's like playing a Bastion with full dive, you know. Sao is on D.Va now, and with the D.Va you would go for the appeal here and let Winston go for the snipers. Let's see how Crooks plays it. And if you know the Winston versus Winston matchup, Bubble doesn't help much. However, Inmis came in behind him, of course. Anna could have died there. Almost killed her. I would put an orb on Crooks, so he can walk in, and then refresh the orb for Genji. Red team has no idea what to do, to be honest. You can see it. Like, there's no action with dive heroes. Okay, let's see where the dive goes. It's so difficult to walk in versus the setup. Honestly, it isn't. It isn't. You walk up top right. This is where you go. Break this choke. That's it. May might wall, who knows? But you should be fine. That should have been matrixed for the Zen. Luckily, Dani kills everyone. It's small individual mistakes, I think, that's making it difficult. And it's... An example. Crooks walking into a mine, that's... Yeah, that's not the comp. It's just tactical resets. Watch this, watch this. Shield blocking, unfortunate. Nice. Yeah, the head flicks are necessary. Dani on Tracer, that's good. That's good to see.
30 seconds remaining.
As Tracer, you would be able to challenge. May would be able to challenge, I think, Bap as well. The focus should be on Bap here, not Anna. Honestly, kill Winston. Winston and ignore ball. Maybe they are putting like a lot of emphasis on the ball. I don't know, half a cool, but... Nice, that's a kill. Oh, C9. Stay payload. Sao, sacrifice your mech. You guys see, Leaf has to sacrifice himself. Crooks has to sacrifice himself. Then Dania. If Cao dies on the payload, he can clear the mines, and he respawns as Baby Diva. And you don't have to sacrifice your squishes. But then again, it's also a pug, so we don't expect the, how to say, ultra synergy and like reading each other's mind. Is there another lobby, by the way? There's only one lobby. We're gonna jump into the comms, see what it sounds like. And I can't promise it will be nice language. Or quiet, or super loud, but we'll see. Let's go for... I want to do... red team. No, blue team. Is that red? Blue team?
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Okay, spear, Ricky, try spear. Yeah, let's listen in.
Kinda just want a one-trick bop this.
I want a one-trick ball, dude.
Okay, there we go. Okay, that's it. That's all I need.
Wave.
Here, this is red team.
Mercy, maybe?
You want a one-trick heroes. Okay, that's the answer now.
What did they play? They played Anna Bob, right?
Here, red team. This is why they win.
Okay.
They talk about the strats.
That's to heal their tanks, I
What
guess.
tanks you run then?
Now this is PTR.
They're gonna run Monkey Orisa, by the way.
Milky likes playing Orisa.
I will take more time.
Oh, wait, but
So this
We
is
can
red
play it
team.
like that, maybe.
I think Monkey. I think it's more likely to play Orisa ball
And
than Monkey Orisa.
let's go to the blue team again. No, actually, it's gonna make
I'll try
sounds.
Hog. If it doesn't work, then I'll switch to Bull.
But yeah, blue team.
I think Bull is also strong. But,
I'm gonna
the
one trick
problem is
ball.
they
I want a one trick
run my-
bap. Okay.
Both kind of suck. I don't know. Maybe Sigma is the play actually against me. We'll see.
5,
Oh god.
4, 3,
Oh god.
1. Attack.
It's also actually cancer that they have me.
Let's
We're
go
on the
right
right.
side.
actually.
Come right side. I'm gonna look for a hook really quick on right side.
For sure.
They have Baptiste far top right.
Go around 3, 2, 1. There's one here.
I don't see
Clear,
tanks.
May I
Monkey's on the left. Monkey's on the left. I'm forcing him out.
They got ball monkey. They got ball monkey. They got hard dive.
Yeah.
I'm going on the left side here.
Widow is top right.
We do top right. Let me know if you want to
Monkey's
pick.
gonna go in.
I
Monkey's going in.
think you flank.
I'll
Leave me
play-
alone. Leave me
yeah.
alone and play. I'll play point alone.
Monkey low.
That's numlocked.
That's it. Alright, headshot.
Tom's left. I'm probably dead.
Baptiste there.
Kampf ist noch nicht
I
vorbei.
can land you,
I'm
Danny, if you
flanking
wanna. Monkey's everything. Monkey's everything. Bandit, Danny. Bandit, Danny. Bandit, Danny. He's one. He's one.
Okay.
Orisa dead.
Nice.
I can lamp
Pretty
you. I
easy.
can lamp you if you wanna peek.
Solana going back.
Okay, let's go blue team again, and then we drop the
Go to
comms.
grapple, top right.
Hands sleeping, top right.
No, blue team, yeah.
It's 4. You're 3 right now. Kind of 2.5. Yeah, just a
Ricky wanna one trick May?
I can shield you top twice if you want.
Maybe. No, he hasn't been one tricking
Oh,
May.
never mind. The shield just went through.
Objective B.
Hogs top right, forward. Bot, Mercy top right as well.
Yeah, they have like window,
Somewhere dead.
window,
Oh,
mercy,
Mercy.
ulti, nothing else. Pulling them?
Oh, yeah.
No fortify.
Hmm. There's there's barely any plans here. There's like literally 0 plans. They only call out positions,
Keep him with
and that's it. No wonder they look lost.
side here.
We're just going top right, on the stairs. He grappled.
What is
Left
it?
side now. Main widow, I'm one.
Wir sterben nicht.
Sunburst.
Had to use fortify. They're pushing
No,
me.
no, no.
I can't touch point.
Whoa, KSP.
Yeah, with you, Ricky.
Dude, KSP is carrying them so hard.
Orisa one. Nice. We can push up. I'm gonna pull Hoggin in one. Pulling.
Bot is behind top right.
Tracer. No Stomper anymore.
Okay, I'm gonna leave comms now. Because when I sit in comms, I focus on the talking there, so it like ruins my own thinking when I talk with you guys. So that's why I wanted to leave. I wonder what Tactical is gonna do here, because it's very difficult to get value as ball. You pretty much always have to set up outside a point. He could go all the way around point, like to the right here, like literally all the way around. And that way you could set up flanks, because right now it's so predictable when ball comes in. There you go. Okay, they killed him with window, but you see the hook, like you see the predictability that I'm talking about.
Dein Schutzengel ist da.
It's totally fine to one trick heroes as well in pugs. Let's see some KSP. Oh. Zeal. Red team has to fall back. Even though they got kills, respawns are coming in for blue team. Nice. A bit unnecessary tunnel vision on, or how to say tunnel focus on the Immortality field. Cast the Cursed again. It's a very common thing, apparently. It's a common here at least. Ricky, about to die.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei.
I think red team really benefits from Numlocked because of the plans he's calling. I haven't heard that much. But just going from what he said here on first point, like, I'm gonna play on point alone, leave me alone, I'll be on point alone. Like, that stuff is really good, even though it's almost nothing. It's better than nothing, what blue has. And, like, you give directions, you help your teammates, like, think on their own. Because you have, like, one factor less to think about.
Score 0-2. Switching sides. Ready for battle.
You guys want some cough? Let's see if they want to do Busan. Ask them if it's they want Busan or what else?
Attackers incoming.
How differently should Orisa be played on this patch? It depends on what your map is. For example, in this case, when Numlock wants to run Orisa on attack or defense, you have to play like a Reinhardt. It's like a Reinhardt with a gun. So you play around the corner here. And then when enemies come in, instead of playing close to the corner, like Reinhardt normally does because of swings, you kite back. You kite back, you then use this corner, and then you can use this corner here. And you have to play around line of sight, basically. And then when Fortify is mostly going to be used when you kite back or like when you have enemies running in.
5, 4,
Yeah, before you did shield, Fortify, shield. Basically, yeah. Lijiang, Ilios, Nepal, Oasis, Busan. So Ilios is out of the map pool. And I don't think they will run it. But I'll ask for some Lijiang or Oasis. Yeah, basically use Fortify either when you go in around the corner and then shield, like when shield is on cooldown, basically. That's when you Fortify. And you basically brawl more with Orisa, like you use your HP as a resource, not the shield as a resource only. Ask if they wanna go jungle for a while. Nice kill on Numlock there. Zeal killed with a flashbang too. What's up, Herdstalker? How you doing, man? Nice to see you, man. See you again, I mean. Actually, I can ask myself. Do you deploy shield on cooldown or use it more strategically like Winston? Use it more strategically. Because you need to time it with your... how to say? You want to set up a shield before the fight. And then you can use the shield, how to say, more strategically. Like if you want to block an ability, if you want to deny healing, because you want to aggress or whatever. It depends on what you want to do. You have much more options. And before, you still had a lot of options before, but it was just too good to not use it on cooldown. Sort of like Winston. Winston has to use it if he's jumping, for example, and landing on the ground. Half the call on Reinhardt. I guess he just doesn't want to play his main role. He's gonna be on diva duty so much later, so... Ooh, nice! Nice pin. By the way, tell me if I'm shaking too much with the camera and stuff, like moving around, and it's annoying. Because I'll do better with like preset cameras like these. Like this. We have a high quality spectating here. I need another camera. Let's say... like this. What keys are the presets? I bind them myself. So, for example, this one is number 3. This one is number 4. Article is about to die. I think he's just providing the shield for McCree. Oh, Numlock dead. Yeah, control plus number roll.
It's high noon. Draw.
Score 2-2.
Yeah, so on control maps, like, yeah, COF maps, all the stages are in the same map, if that makes sense. So, if you set, like, control 1, control 2, like here, this is control 2, this is control 1, and then you move to a different stage, like, let's say you move to Gardens and you were in control center. If you press control 2, or well, 2, then you're gonna go to control center again. Just so you keep that in mind. Luckily, on COF you don't need that many presets. You need like 2 at max. Because the map is, say, mirrored. So, and also pretty short, so you're not missing out on action. 2 question mark? Yeah, 2. Hmm.
4, 3,
What do you think of the comp here?
1. Attackers incoming.
I think it looks good. Looks
Defend
alright.
objective A.
The only worrying thing is that Zeal is gonna have a hard time playing Genji. Let's see what he does here at least. Actually, it might be easy. Never mind. EPZ about to die. Did it again. Did it again. Eventually I will have enough. Yeah, I saw a Reddit thread about this. Like, eventually we'll have enough clips for compilation. How on Sigma? Yeah, do you know how many mirrors I broke? I broke mirrors for 4 lives or lifetimes. Where's the eat? Sao, eat! That was playing with, he's playing with his Racer Naga, so like, he's walking with a couple buttons here, and then it turns out he forgot to bind his kinetic grasp. Never mind, he used it, but got frozen. Oh! Milky Man saved everyone. And then KSP kills everyone. He's like, guys, Milky, you can't do this.
Team kill.
Yeah, the shields, they melt now, which is really nice. It's so nice. Finally, corners are gonna pay off even more. Danny here on Hanzo should be able to challenge TSP. It's a good way to break the shields too. Then, yeah, C9 unfortunately. KSP is pretty insane. Yeah, dude, I listened in on the blue team's comms. First thing I hear, like literally first thing I hear is Hafiko saying, no, Zytro saying, I'm gonna, no, Tri-Spirit was, I'm gonna one-trick BAP. Hafiko saying, I'm gonna one-trick ball. And that's it. Dead silence afterwards. Like dead silence. And then they look like they play the game for the first time and they win because KSP pops off. Orisa and Hammond never thought it's possible. Yeah, they're just forcing it. It's you know, it's for fun as well. Isn't Ryan Orisa now a thing as well? Oh, it's a thing for the same reason as Milky Man and Happy Cool off on Orisa Winston. Orisa Hammond. They, you know, they just want to play the heroes. I don't know who in their right mind wants to spam Orisa. Sao on Winston. He doesn't play Winston, does he? Okay. KSP, let's see here. He has to be careful with using grapple to Ali. Ooh. Nice kill, nice kill. Danny should be able to deal with Winston. Never mind, they got healed. That's a GG's. Wait, what do you mean payment hasn't been sent? Is that like a meme with Milky? I'm gonna grab some water. I'll listen in on the comms while I'm away, okay? It'll be like one minute.
Hi team.
Yo.
Hi teammate.
Hello.
It's literally just swapping teams.
Yeah. What do we play here?
Is the Farah map?
Yeah. We can go Bull Winston.
Do you want me to play Tracer then?
Play whatever.
Yeah, sorry for the delay. We're back here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go, boys.
Round 1.
Let's go.
Capture the objective.
You're jumping off out of comms. Fair Mercy versus Tracer Doomfist. Okay. Half a call. Oh, he slept. He's gonna get deleted in the back there. Maybe not actually. It looks like they wanted to wait out the shield plus call some help maybe. Hmm.
The objective is now
I think red team spent too much attention on Half-a-Call back there. Couldn't secure the kill and give too much space for red team. Blue team, I mean. So, out. No, wait, he's not out of the map. Out of the map. Dani dead. Zeal. So the key here as Tracer, I think you either challenge the enemy Tracer or you're going for the Winston. You don't really do anything about the Hammond. You don't have to. A pulse bomb. Don't know Zeal. Nice. Okay, red team caps. I expected them to win the first fight. So EPZ, he's gonna nano, let's see, either Barrow or Barrage or J. Carter. You could, if you want to, nano even Tracer. It's not good compared to the alternatives. Why not nade? Or maybe he was expecting some heal or something from Mercy. Let's see, KSP has been popping up on Widow. I'm confident to say that he can do the same on Winston. Oh, not Winston, Tracer. Good thing he challenges Tracer. Then you have Ricky on Sombra for the Pharah, I think, and Ball. Also for the Winston. Oh, nice attempt there from Zeal. Yeah, Zeal is doing work. He is. I also think Hafikul is taking a lot of attention from Red Team. Like, he's doing a great job too. I'm not entirely sure how strong Winston will be, because Winston is very easy to kill if you focus him here. Might work out though. The thing is, it's the only target you can go for is Diana, I feel like. And that's the same target Hafikul is gonna be on. Oh, KSP. Can you clutch this? There's nothing to clutch. Oh, watch his pulse. Pulse coming in. Never mind. Oh, you got a nano something soon. Maybe. First red team has to cap. Half is dead. Good. I wanna see Milky's primal. It has to be good. Have you seen the Pharah trick on the tower yet? I don't know which Pharah trick you're talking about, so I don't think so. What does Milky play? I need to see this because he doesn't feel like a Winston player. He's doing good though, like he's doing alright. He's not feeding or anything. You can just see like the range, like how to say, the moment he starts feeling unsafe compared to someone like XQC, for example. It's completely different. There's the cap for blue team. Nice. Okay, let's see. Milky Man. He's playing... oh, Team Giganti. He is a Winston player. He also was on Bazooka Puppies. It was a team I coached in, I think it was in 2017.
Stick to the plan. And if you get into trouble, I'll bail you out.
Okay, in that case... Okay. Okay, let's see some Zarya. I think Zarya has been underused. You can rocket jump all the way up. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Nice positioning by J-Kara. Support sound. Ooh, there's the damage coming in from the cell. He's on the wrong position though. He's on the completely wrong position. His Reinhardt went to the left side and he sat on the right side and he has no line of sight to break. I hope he doesn't switch because of that. Okay, nice, he doesn't. If he had the left side, I don't know, I don't think it would have changed everything. But maybe it could have done something different because he doesn't require as much like healing as if he was on the right side. Now this is most likely a lost fight. Not too bad. They killed Orisa. Orisa's gonna have a long walk back. What do you have next? You have a shatter from Milkman. Watch this, watch this. It's gonna come in soon. No! Okay, bad timing. There it is. I wanted to use my soundboard. Also, I love how Reinhardt basically is a rock. He's like an anchor, like a legit anchor. There we go. Was difficult to shatter there. J-Car expected to shatter. Do you guys want some crowd effects, by the way? Can add some crowd effects here. I'll do it for the last fight. Nice wall there by Ricky. Stopped all the damage. And then you have shield for Junkrat. Whoa. Okay, I was so focused on Reaper so that I completely didn't see KSP and Trispear getting kills there. As well as Milkyman. Did you see Charger looking for assistant coach and analyst? Yeah, I applied. I'm still waiting to hear back from them. Nice attempt by Milkyman. Imagine if he sniped that. That would have been so cool. Okay, keep KSP up. Oh, dude. Getting a Reinhardt swing at 20 HP. It has a special feeling. Not too bad. Red team are gonna have Shatter. And that's all. Shatter. Very easy Shatter to block in my opinion. You have 2 shields. You have Fortify to use as well as what's it called? Immortality Field and Ice Block. Not much to support enemy Reinhardt. So blue team has a pretty easy engage. They can high noon with speed boost, for example, and window. Nice block, huge block. And then a sick fire strike as well. Cap point. Nice. Okay. Beat use, that's I think necessary. Oh. Yeah, that's a good shatter. Very hard to miss that shatter though. Now blue team has won, haven't they?
Score
I think so.
2-0. Ready for battle.
Okay, Danya. Can Danya deal with KSP? Probably not. Let's be real. KSP and Widow. Too strong for you. 21.
5, 4,
We should get a pog counter for the next scrim block.
1,
I'm not sure.
3. Capture the objective.
I'm not sure. Well, I'll think about it. Ooh. Okay, we might need a pog counter. Do you see this? Let's turn on the pog counter. Where is it? Here. Oh, I don't have it in this scene. So if you want to deal with KSP, Winston is not going to be enough, I feel like. You heavily rely on scouting here for KSP to help him deal with the Winston.
No one can
You see, they cover the angles where Winston can flank from. Half the core coming in. Ball and Hog is alright as a combo, because Ball can self-sustain, Hog can self-sustain. They play Hog a bit safer compared to if you're playing with Ball. Oh, there's the EP. Kill Wiki. Wiki has to die. Walk in! Tanks, walk in! Don't leave point. Do not leave. Okay, okay. They got 61%. So the thing is, if you want to run Widow, you need to make space for the Widow, and that space, if Widow gets a kill, she makes space for you. Like, she enables you to deal more, or how to say, stay longer in the fight. Whoa, come on, tell me. Nice, okay, they got the kill on Mercy. Nice. I was wondering, like, are you gonna let her regen? Unluckish. Nice. And then another MP. MP is very good versus red team's comp. You disable Fortify, you disable Ice Block, Freeform, Fade, Amp. Like, you're hard countered by EMP. Yeah. I think we're back to map-dependent meta, guys. It feels like it. It really feels like a map-dependent meta. You know if any Overwatch League teams have been scrimming on PTR? Not that I know of. Not that I know of, no.
Victory.
You're wondering which emotes are working. Let's see, I don't have Pepper off. No, I do. Yeah, Pepper off works. You just typed it wrong. It's a small P. You had a big P. Or capital P. I like map-dependent metas. So don't take this, how to say, don't take this like a set in stone word, because this is just the feeling I'm getting so far. It feels like it's map-dependent. Just from the gut feeling, like I don't know what it is, exactly what, but it just feels so much like it's Season 2, Season 3, but with more heroes, where like everything is viable, but not on all maps. And then if you want to play, let's say, Ryan Orisa, you might have a 40% win chance, or 35, 38, who knows. It's not hard counted by double shield, like there's no comp that works on all maps, all points. So for example, if you play Numbani, Dive works on second point, and then you switch to run Zarya on third point, like it used to be. It feels sort of like that. Even though you can keep dive and, you know, continue playing dive.
Simulate our upcoming mission to identify all possible outcomes.
What comps would be... what comps are people using the most? So right now, people are using a lot of Hammond, a lot of Orisa. And the reason for Hammond is just because they want to play Hammond. Half a Cool said, I want a one-trick Hammond. Try Spear, he wants to one-trick BAP. So whenever they can, they will play those heroes. And that's why we will not have much diversity in the tanks. Otherwise, I'd say Winston is popular. You have more Tracer. So like, I think it's more Ryan Zarya and more Winston Diva coming back. Not as much Diva being played though. It's Leon Master, what's up, man? How you doing? Believe it or not, Soldier's gonna be back. In ranked, he's gonna be back. In pro play, don't know. Not sure in pro play yet. So, even though KSB died, if he had a tiny bit more support, like, those tanks would have been dead. So, like, you can't just int anymore. In any case, Soldier will come back in ranked, I think. You'll be better off if you don't play Soldier and play like McCree or Ashe. But, like, you'll be fine. It's how to say, serviceable. Yeah, you know, Chengdu with the new patch, it's gonna be like a Happy Meal. Oh, Danya dead. Unfortunate. Do you think Zen has a place in the new patch? I do. Zen is very strong with Discord. He's very strong with the new, how to say, shield break. For example, if you're running Hog, and you're facing any form of shield, Zen is gonna free farm if he's in the back. Like, I think you play more Sniper Zen compared to Zen in Goats, where you would be more like, right, how to say, left click Zen. And you're more like closer to the team. And now you have to deal with Tracer flanking and lots of other things. Widows, Hanzos. You see that? If they're gonna run in like, I don't know, like bronze or like wooden players or like Lego AI, nothing's gonna help them versus KSP. And then the teabag. Okay, let's spec some Danya. Blizzard should make like a Lego version of robots or whatever, of Bastion, but that you can program. And you can only do basic programming, so that you finally can have Lego AI. I really like the idea of left click and Zen in combination with BAP. Shooting through the window is so satisfying. Yeah, shooting through the window would be huge, but if you're left clicking with Zen, how to say, you're relying on snipes. It's sort of like playing Widow with BAP, and the window might not get value because enemies gonna hide from it, which means they're gonna hide from your snipes. I think Jonak, for example, is gonna come back into the meta in pro play. Just him as a player, I mean, comes back on Zen. Oh, KSP is about to die. Yep. I like that Genji counters Immortality Field now too. When nanoed. second. Let's see here. Wiki. Killing Daniel. Nice. So Ham and Ball, as a Ryan player, it can be confusing to play, but if you hold W like they did, it's really satisfying to play Reinhardt because you can just go in. Your Hammond is gonna take all the attention, and Hammond is gonna, you know, if he gets 5-man or 6-man shield, gets 1k HP. I think it's 1k, can't remember, but he just gets immortal. He becomes immortal for a second or two. Okay, KSP on legs.
3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Very weak support line from the red team. This is way too defensive in my opinion. Bap and Lucia. Oh. Yeah. So the reason why I think it's too defensive is because if you're running sniper, well, you're not running sniper. I was watching Ricky actually, so never mind. Yeah, never mind. I was thinking way too bad. I thought Overwatch League players weren't allowed to run pugs. No, they are. They are allowed to play in pugs. The thing with Overwatch League players is that if you're thinking about the Baby Bay tweet, you're not allowed to monetize pugs. Betting on pugs or like you need some form of license for it, I assume, because it becomes like an issue with sponsors and stuff when it's commercialized. And if you don't want to run with money, like you want to do free pugs, then you can't have more than 3 Overwatch League players on every team, on both teams, I mean. And I think that's also because of something with sponsors or like contracts. I'm not sure if it's the same now, but it was last year. So if you have 3 Overwatch League players and 3 Contenders players on both teams, you're fine. You're fine. Ooh. Numlock almost getting a sick pin. Oh, Numlock. No, that was Jay Carr, my bad. I thought it was Numlock. Okay, there you go. Visor getting value. Some value. You see? I see. I see. Like, you don't even need to manage the recoil or whatever. Not recoil, the spread, because everyone's so close. Then again, get instantly deleted by a window of ice strike. So if Sigma is toes and Soldier's legs, can you make like a lower body comp? Like someone whose knees? I don't know. That would be funny. Like in Dota you have no legs, for example, comp. Where no characters has legs in the comp. Oh, the boop was nasty. Yeah, Soldier will be fine. Like, I could see Soldier getting value if you flank with him. And he's... I'd say it's alright because of his sprint. At least in ranked, you know, where people don't pay attention to flanks and a bad awareness. You can flank around, you can come out, get Visor, or you don't even need Visor. You can pick off like a support or DPS or even tank. his hands and knees. I think he's thinking about the Skyrim meme. Arrow to the knee. Good night, Zeal.
Score. 2.
Would be Arms, Winston. Now, Arms would be Doomfist. Have you seen his arm? I think Doomfist has the biggest arm, like, in the whole game. His arm is probably bigger than Winston's when he's primal. I'm not... I think I'm wrong, but... it is kind of big.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture the objective.
You see this? Like, his arm is huge. Okay, let's see what KSP does. Oh. That's why corners are important. So, he's AFK, walking forward, thinking he gets goats, double shield. Like, this is where he would be sitting. Or playing.
I need healing. Merci.
Okay, who is he gonna headshot next? Let's add some hype here. If he gets a headshot, you're gonna hear a crowd, the home crowd, the UK club cheering for KSP. They're gonna come out here, and they're right in the back here in my closet.
No one can hide from my sight.
That's if he gets a headshot.
Comme c'est aimable de ta part.
Ah, no headshot for him. Yeah, never mind. They know where he is. No way they're gonna peek him. Do you think players need time to learn to respect Widow again? No, it's not about respecting Widow. It's about understanding line of sight again, angles. That's gonna take the plebies a huge, like a long time. Not for pro players, but for just casuals and anyone who isn't pro player. Like, if you're top 500, you're gonna have an issue with it. Still, because of like how accustomed you became to double shield, like even if you don't think about it, many players, like even pro players, they rely on the, how to say, the protection from double shield, and it takes like trial and error. Now these guys, they've been playing on Pugs like for several days now, so they've already gotten used to it. But if you take, let's say, any ranked, anyone from any ranked, put them in here, they're gonna get farmed. Assuming they have the same ping and everything.
My ultimate is ready. Go. I'll be watching over you.
He's looking for KSP here.
Marked by the dragon.
Ooh, nice kill. And gets out. That's why Winston and Ball isn't really necessary, because Ball and Winston, they do the same thing there. Winston would die if he goes in like that. And you only need one person in the backline. Nice.